Good morning. This is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. Welcome back. So good to have you all here. So you can see that I kind of have another strip here. Another strip of paper with a little piece of fabric on the end. And I have a bobbin. These are old industrial bobbins. This is going to go around here. And I'll probably glue it like I did the last one. This one I've made a little bit shorter. It is only 36 inches long. And then another about 4 inches for the fabric. Now, it looks to me like I could have made these a little wider. However, I am going to have lace on them that hang on the bottom and go across the top. And then I may add trim on top of some of the ribbon. Or the lace, I'm sorry. So this is going to roll up on here. Yes, there is room, but this is the lace that's going to go around the bottom of this one. So you can see that it will take up quite a bit of space once it gets all the way wrapped around here with the paper. So you can see that once it sits on its own, it kind of makes a little dancing dress around here. So this one I probably will not stick a crochet piece underneath unless I can get it to kind of come out a little further. I don't know yet. We'll look at it when we get there. I want this end up because on this end it is it kind of looks like a cog for the machine, and on the other end, of course, it's flat. We like the flat end going down because it stands up better. Of course, it stands on that end too, but gosh, this topper is just so beautiful this way, isn't it? So so that's that, and then I will have this. It's going to be around the top piece. This is my dollar store lace, and pretending it's all wound up on the inside there. This will be up here. And in between will be all of the wonderful snippet. So what am I making, you ask? Well, let me show you. I lost a piece of my lace. Did my dog take it? Libby, did you take my lace? Well, somewhere here I have, oh, there it is, one more piece of lace, because I cut in pieces. They'll go on the each end like this. Now on this end we will put, oh, I forgot, oh no, it goes in here. We'll put our ribbon, and I still need to get that out. I haven't done that yet. Let's see. Oh, I was going to show you the previous one that I made, and it's this one. Ta-da! Now this is a much bigger bobbin, and I have tried to order some more, but I have not been able to find them. Not this wide, and I really would love to find some more. This one is, what would we say, about 56 inches, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, about 48 inches long, and it is 4 inches this way. So let me show it to you. this is the prototype I made. So this one is for me. And I do have a few more of these, but I don't have enough for what I'm working on right now. So here we go. You need to see a little closer. So it's like a rather large snip roll, and actually I was quite inspired by Rachel at Roxy Creations because she likes to make the snippets and put them on spools. So that inspired me, and then I thought, well, if I'm going to do that, I need to add lace. And I need to add a little bling here and there. And I think I need to add some flowers around it too. And then when we ended up last night, we put this on the base, this crochet doily. I did have to glue this to the bobbin. I didn't really want to do that, but it ended up having to be done that way. So, and then it just rolls back up. And you can try to make the lace stay down, but it doesn't really stay down until you get towards the outside. So I thought that these would be just really nice little gifts to give to some people that are really important in my life. It's just an extra additional little gift. It's just, you know, kind of I don't know, something to make them feel good about themselves. Hang on a second. I need to get something from my dog. No, Libby. That's a naughty girl. Those are Mommy's books. We make other books out of those books. Only I get to ruin them. Then I have this double bow here. And you do kind of have to hang on to this a little bit so that it doesn't spool off the spool. And then I'm going to turn it upside down to get my bow to look right. That's what I was told by Angela, not myself. I knew that, but it never works for me, see? Oh, hey, it did work. Yay, she did it. Thanks, Angela. You're an angel. Was telling her that my mom always called me Angel. It was the one thing I miss most about her, is that I don't get to hear that from her anymore. So there we are. Isn't it beautiful? It's just so fun. I was going to put a doily on the top, but you know, it says Hartson's, established in 1868, I think it says, or 66. I don't know. Hartford's Bobbins. But very pretty, isn't it? So we put the doily on it last night, and it just sits nice. You could put something up here if you want. I thought about it, but then I just, like I said, I really like the stamp here of the company. So that is what I am making. I'll show you how I got started on that. And let's see. We'll start this. It's been, what, about 15 minutes we've been together? So let me go up to 15 minutes here and start it. Oh, no, we don't want to go the other way. Okay, so we go to 45 then. And the next contestant is... So there we go. We're we're set on our timer. So I wanted to show you how I did this. I cut these strips. Well, I was trying to make them the width here of this inside piece, but it is off a little bit, but I think that's okay because it has the big lace on the bottom. So it would have been better had I have made it the correct length. I think maybe I cut them for the length of the other one, the big one that I did. But the nice thing about this is that once it gets all bulky and everything and has the lace on the bottom, because I'm using pretty wide lace on them, it will leave room for that lace. So that might be why I did it that way. Who knows? So let's see if I can get us some space here so I can kind of better show you what I'm thinking. Oh, look at all that trash under there. Wowie. How trash accumulates when you're having fun. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I have my cutting board here and I'm going to go clear down to the end. And I'm going to actually... No, I'm not going to do that yet. I'll fold it over pretty soon. I want to line it up on a line, a solid line, and so I'm going to line it up on this 6-inch line here. And I'm going to put a couple of these on here. And the reason I'm lining it up is so that it's not a nice crooked piece when it gets done. You know, we don't want it jutting off this way and then coming back in a nail shape or something, which is something that I would probably do to it. And let's add another one. Just going to move it down a little bit. And we'll add this one. Just don't press it down until you get it lined up. Once it's lined up, just give it a little press. It's okay if it's off a little bit. I mean, they're probably not going to be perfect. Unfortunately, we don't do perfection in this state of the in this area of craftology. Okay, yes, that's okay. So I need one more piece down here, and then I'm going to end up with extra. But I'm going to show you what I want to do with that extra, just to make it a little bit more strong. I want to strengthen it up. I want to give it some muscles. Just a little muscle. Not like an ocean mussel, but like it's been to the gym mussel. Okay, so now I'm over, oh, I don't know, just a bit, about 6 inches, 7 inches. So what I want to do is take one end and just fold it over to the back. Just like that. Now this is its muscle. You can see all the muscles working in here now. All the fibers of the paper are going to be put to good use. and they're going to fold over like this. This is just going to allow a little extra strength when it comes to wrapping it around the bobbin there at the beginning, and then at the end, at the other end, it's going to provide a little stronger place for the ribbon, the tie. So I have to measure this out here on my board because I want about 36 inches. So my other end is going to get folded over quite a bit. But that means this wider end is going to be the end that hooks to the spool. So I want to take this one and fold it over again to its line. And then I'm going to fold it again like this. And that's just going to make it a little thicker there, a little bit stronger, so that I don't have to worry about it ripping and tearing off of the spool, or if it gets opened and rolls down the floor, you know. It just is going to give it some additional strength. Oh, I hope I turned this the right direction. Guess it doesn't matter if it's backwards, it's backwards. Okay, so now we have 1 yard of paper to put a snippet on. Snippet, roll, roll. So on this one, I'm going to use this pretty lace. So I'm going to measure it just slightly longer than it needs to be. You go over there. That way, if I'm off, which happens, you know, needs to be right about there. So I'm going to take it right to there. There we go. Let's put this back in my Hobby Lobby bag. So there is this piece that's going to go down here. Now this is more white than what I've used before, so I need to grab some something that can go across the top. And I do have some white picked out. Is it this one? Oh, I do have this trim that is the flowers. That might look good up here. It's not white, but it is pretty. But I do have some trims in here to look at. So let me pull these out and bring them over and show you what I have. So I have daisies, and I have, oh, this one's pretty. I have this. That's very pretty. I kind of like the loopy on it because it kind of reminds me of how this is scalloped down here, and that's loopy up there. We also have this one, which is similar to the scallop down here. What else do I have? Oh, I have this one that has hearts. That would be a very good one for Valentine's Day, wouldn't it? I might have to make some of these and put them in my shop for Valentine's Day. I mean, we can think about that now, right? I mean, 2020 has gifted us with an extra long and crazy year. My neighbors have their Christmas lights up. A couple of them do. It's really something. I like that. That's very pretty. And then, but I think I might go with this one. I really love this with this lace. So I think that trim will be the best one. Let's see. I don't know what else I have in there. There's a shorty. That won't work. That won't do. I had that one. Oh, here was this one. That's rather pretty, but not right. Does not work. Oh, look at this one. Oh, I think this might be it, you guys. Look at that. Oh, that one's perfect. So, we have to switch ideas here. Throw that one back. You caught a different one. So it was a catch and release on that one. So I want to cut this one a little bit longer, not a lot. Right there. And then I want to cut a piece for each end. So I will cut that just a little bit wider. There we go. Throw that one back. So this is our next one. Now we won't apply these until after we make it, and I will end up sewing these on is what I will do. I'll flip this over though. I want this to be on the inside. This one, I mean, I could have sewn it in between the two pieces, but I think I'll go ahead and I could sew it on and then place it in between. Let's think about this one. The other one has ribbon on it, so I didn't think about this, but I might have to sew this one in between, and then we'll have to. The reason I'm saying that is because of the trim part up here, because this needs to be trimmed. Yeah. Yes, it does. Are you getting an idea of what it's going to look like? Good. I think I cut it way longer than I needed. But I don't know if I have enough of this one left to trim it down here with that. But that would be pretty. But I can definitely tell that it probably is going to have to. Yeah, see, that's all I have left of that one. We have those two. Save those. Now we do have this one that could trim it. Okay, it's going to be something like that. And that would be okay. Now on the big one, I trimmed it with flowers. trimmed it with this along the edges. And I thought it turned out really great, actually. So I do have that. That would work. That would be very pretty. Trim on it with this at the top. We could just trim the base with this. We wouldn't have to trim the top too. It would look something like that. And then, of course, this would go down along the end here. And this one would go on that end. And then we'd have to put our piece up here of fabric. I think that'll work for this one. I like that. Nothing says we have to go clear around the whole thing with this, like I did on the big one. So I'm going to put that over there. This is the extra, right? Okay, put it over there. And let me move this one out of the way so I don't grab it. Whoops, I think I took some of my other parts with it. So, I am going, no, if I'm going to put it on, I'm going to have to do it now. The reason is because it'll get sewn in between these, like this. It's confusing me. See, it'll get sewn in between the two, like that. But I will sew that off camera. So I will go do that, and then I will come back to you and show you how it looks. My big sewing machine's over there, and it's too heavy to bring over here. And I would like to use my big machine on this because it's got a little heavier needle in it and stuff. Okay, I will be right back. Bye. Okay, I'm back. Look, it is not sewn. So I had to think about it some more. Before I sew this, I want to glue this in a little bit. And then I will let it dry and sew it. So this is going to go right along here, and we will use the Fabri-Tac glue for that. So let me go ahead and put my pin in this one. Get that little bubble off the top so it doesn't cause problems when I start using it again. Put it up there under my light so it stays warm. Okay, this is the end that I want to put the bobbin on. So I'm going to just put just a thin line of glue along here because I'm going to have to sew it, and I don't want it to be my machine to get mad at me for, you know, putting it through misery trying to sew. So I'm just lining this edge right up to the bottom of the paper, and I'm pulling this lace down so that I don't glue a piece of it underneath. That probably makes sense. And let's see. Let's move it down a little bit. So I thought I should probably show you how to do this part. It's really quite a fast project. I mean, it takes a little bit to get all the snippet stuff on it. But on the other one, I used quite large snippet pieces. Just hope when I sew it, I don't, you know, sew this clear up there or something. That'd be something I'd do. I wouldn't mean to, but I would do it. So right on the bottom, I don't really want that piece to show so much. Okay, you can see I have quite a bit of extra there, but I'm not going to snip it off just yet. Okay, so now I need to take these pieces, and I want to put this one down there because I've cut it with the Jiggy Zaggy scissors. I can't think of what you call them right now, sorry. We're going to put this on here. And I'm not going to, oh, I will have to use it. I will have to use it because I need to glue it to this lace. Although, it would be easier to use the other glue. But since I'm going to sew it, I don't need to be perfect about it. Do I? No perfection here. This is fun. I do want this stuck to the middle part though. I mean, that's a must. So just line it up as best as you can. And if it's over a little bit here and there, it's okay. You can always trim it off. So here's my next one. Oh boy, I'm going to have to refill this with glue because it's saying it's getting harder. Now, Nick, the booksmith, I believe it is, says that you can put a little bit of acetone in this and it helps to thin it out a little bit. So if you got, I guess, like a fingernail polish or something like that, that would work. So line those up. I don't want to get glue on that lace. I know. See, I'm a really gluey person, so it could happen. It really could happen. Let me move my Tim Holtz cutter. It's kind of in the way. Move my phone. Let's glue this one on. Sorry I got you at a distance, but I have to keep you at a distance so that you can kind of see what's going on, because I tend to pull this kind of work really close to me, and so I get off camera quite a bit, which is unfortunate, but I do it. It's just one of those things. I do want to be sure I get this piece glued down well right here. Okay, this piece is going to go here. Something like that. I'm going to stick it off the edge a little bit. I guess I could just go ahead and do this, and then I could snip it. I wonder if that should be rolled back a little bit, since it's, I don't want to roll it back too much, since we want it to look right. Won't that be pretty on some? Gosh, that will be. So I'm just going to put some glue right here. I think that will be better on the end, since this is more of a Lacey stuff than what I used before, since it's on the tool. That's so tool. Tool to me and tool to you. And it's crooked, crooked, crooked. Let's try that. And if it's wrong, we'll get a new piece. Ooh boy, I just made it. Let's put this here. Dog's going out to do her job. Dale puts out bird seed for the birds, and the dog likes to help. I think it's because she likes to eat the bird seed. She thinks she's a bird sometimes, instead of a bird dog. I was saying that you do want to be sure that you get this piece glued down. Now, it's a little long on that end. Who knows why? Probably because I didn't come down far enough here. So let's just flip it over and say, aha, caught you. And snip it off. Trying to sneak off the paper, huh? There we go. I love my Tim Holtz scissors, but they need some love. Okay, so now let's go back here with our art glitter glue or barely art glue, either one. And stick that nib under there and make sure that it's down, because this is the back. We're not going to be doing any more to it. We're just going to use it as decoration. And the other reason I brought you back is because I thought I probably should show you how I cut these pieces. So what I did was I went around the outside edge with my what are these called? I can't remember. Shoot. My ziggy zaggy scissors. I know the name. It'll come to me here in a minute. I just got other things on my mind right now. There we go. Then I drew a little line. Oh, it's a little, my ziggy zaggy is really ziggy zaggy. So I do need to cut just a little bit off on this side, right there. And then I just kind of drew a line here, using this outer edge as my guide. So I have just a line to follow. You need a line. Walk the line. Right here, it needs to be trimmed just a little bit. And then right there. Okay, then I trimmed this part. And there we go. Some more snippets for a fabric snippet. So it looks like this. Now we're going to flip this back over. Uh-oh. This is our end. Uh-oh. I did it backwards, you guys. So I need to kind of flip that over there a little bit, I think. You guys probably realized I was doing it backwards, huh? Where's that extra little piece I have? If I can stick it in there. Oh, so if you did what I just did and got yourself all backwards, then this is how you fix it. So what I'm going to do is, hey, that's my art glitter glue, isn't it? I'm going to kind of just stick this in here. Let's see. How do I want to do that? Not with that. I'm going to have to get this glue. Oh, I know what to do. So just take this little piece and fold it back just a tiny bit. That'll keep that edge down a little bit. And then we'll take this one, we'll move it like right here. I'm going to move it just over that lump, right to there. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of this and put that together a little bit. Trying to make it very light. Okay. And then we'll take this piece. So leave enough on both ends to fold it over if you have a lace like this. Otherwise it will, it won't, it may not look right when you get down to the end. It's going to be a little fat right there, but I think it'll be okay. And then I'll just kind of fold that back on itself a little bit. Paper towel or something. I need to get a towel back in here. There we go. All right. Now that is definitely going to have to dry before I sew it, because it is very damp. Okay, so that's what that's going to look like. Let's repin our art glitter glue without stabbing our hand. And let's clean off the tip of this. If you keep the tip clean, that does help. Otherwise the glue kind of sticks to itself and it just keeps building up around here and making a hat for itself. So there. All right. So let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, it looks just fine. Look at that. It just looks like it's part of the ruffle. See? And that's what we wanted. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Now, see, I even got my wrong thing down there. It's okay. It doesn't matter. We are going to glue this right on here. Right on top. So let's see. It's just paper on paper, so we'll use the art glitter glue. But I want to put it on here enough that it's going to stick. And it'll get sewn down as well. That's why I wanted to reinforce these ends with a little thicker paper. This only has the one fold and that has the dual down there. It doesn't really matter where it's at so much as that you have it one for ribbon down there for the tie, and of course down here for the attachment to the spool. Now once it gets all done, you wouldn't even need to sew it if you don't want to sew, but I do want to sew this in. So okay, well, I'll let you go then. When we come back for our next video, we will start applying stuff to this, and I will have both of these with their oh no, this one we're going to put on last because it's a little different. It has the ribbon on top, so it is going on top like this, but it won't go on top until after we get the snippet on there. All the snips and snaps of paper and doodads. Okay, put all that together. So this one is ready to be snippeted anytime. And this one is ready to be sewn. So let me go sew that, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.